Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great morning or great day so far, and welcome to this new video on Dogecoin. We're going to do a full update. As long as Dogecoin and meme coins remain strong like this, I will keep updating you on the situation. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a full technical analysis. We'll talk about the fundamentals slightly as well, because I do think that's necessary right now with the current fundamentals, which is that meme coins are outperforming the market. All right, you can see right here, Floki, Pepe, Bonk, all outperforming. As expected, by the way. I mean, if you watch my videos, especially the videos I made on potential altcoin pumps, I talked about meme coins already late last week, about them being relatively strong and them having potential. For Dogecoin as well. I mean, Dogecoin, my main price target was initially 18.5 cents, but yesterday what I said is that there were a lot of shorts coming in, so that I thought it was most likely we would rally up higher into this level around 20 cents. So if you watch my videos, you would have been perfectly prepared for this move. What basically happened, I mean, Dogecoin has been, and someone in the comments said that I'm always very bearish on Dogecoin, and that's not true. All right, I'm just bullish or bearish on Dogecoin depending on what I see from the technicals. And what I see from the technicals, still at this point of time, by the way, on the daily time frame, is that we are in a downtrend. All right, so in a downtrend, it's obvious that you're going to be relatively bearish. But the main thing that I try to do is to be realistic every video and to give you a good idea of what's most likely to happen. So even though I'm still bearish on the higher time frames for Dogecoin, I'm bullish on the shorter time frames, right? And that's also why yesterday I told you it's probably going to rally up higher. So I'm just trying to tell you, I'm just trying to give you the best analysis possible, all right? And I'll try to do that again in this video. But like I said, I mean, purely technically here, we are still bearish, all right? The daily time frame hasn't closed yet. This one of Wednesday. We pumped a lot during the Asian session, and we have entered this major liquidity zone right here between 22 and 21 cents. And if we find resistance here, we technically still are in a downtrend. The big question is, well, will we find resistance here, yes or no, or can we actually turn this into a real uptrend? And that is the most difficult question you can ask me right now. All right, because if you purely focus here on Dogecoin, at this point of time, it's obviously still very bullish, but there are some things going on which I do not like either. All right, so for example, what we have seen over especially the last 24 hours or 12 hours or so, is that where first we had a lot of leveraged shorts being opened, which were liquidated with the moves we had, especially over the course of this morning. But then outside of that, this morning we actually had a lot of leveraged longs being opened. All right, and leveraged longs means that there's liquidity to the downside. We are technically still in a downtrend. We're now at a major resistance level right here between 20 and 21.5 cents. So the only reason why I think Dogecoin can still rally up higher here is because the market is very strong and meme coins as a narrative is are very strong, right? And then at the same point of time, the volume for Dogecoin could be better, but it's still increasing, right? Whereas the volume across most of the market is actually relatively stable since yesterday. So for the reasons mostly of my expectation of the market, meme coins and the volume we're seeing, I have to still tell you that I think it's most likely that we will rally up higher. Next main resistance level is right here around 21.5, maybe 22 cents, but that's like the upper edge. So I think it's likely we're still going into that. But for now, I am going to have to tell you that I do think the top is near. All right. Usually when you see that open interest, that leverage increasing, it's going to be the beginning of the end at least. All right, so short term still bullish, but I do expect us to relatively soon start to drop down. Now, I will not short until I get bearish confirmation, so I would not recommend you to short either. It's very dangerous to short a coin that's still bullish right now. But ultimately, I do still think that's coming, because I do also not think that there's enough fundamental drive. Something that we had, for example, back in November, which turned Dogecoin very, very bullish. But I do not think we have that drive right now to really get us into a sustained high time frame uptrend. Right, so fundamentally and technically short term, I still think it's most likely will go up. Technically higher time frames and fundamentally higher time frames, I think it's most likely that the top is near. At least a local top. And from there we'll see again. But I'll keep you updated on that. I think for now that's what you need to know. So thank you for watching. Take care. And bye.